Watch this video to learn how to play the Alley Cat Choir, which is from My First Piano Adventure Level B lesson book. We are in My First Piano Adventure Lesson Book B, and we are looking at the Alley Cat Choir today. The Alley Cat Choir is using a fun rock beat with some of the notes so you already know how to read. So I'd like to first look at the notes that are in this piece and then look at the main rhythm. So we begin with this note. What is that note? Go ahead and write it on the line. Did you write a C? And then the next note is this one. We can say this note's on the top line. Go ahead and write what you think it is right here. Did you write down A? So we're starting with our right hand thumb on A and our left hand our right hand thumb on C and our left hand 2 on A. And that will look like this. So we have thumb on C, thumb on B. They are neighbors. Now, in this piece, we have some other notes too. Let's look at what happens in the left hand part, the bass clef line. We have A and this note. A is on the top line, step down to G. And you'll see that that happens here and here. It also happens here and here and here and here. So we have lots of those A's and G's in this piece. And then at the very bottom, we have 2 G's in the left hand. So let's look at what happens in the right hand. In the right hand, we have 2 C's, 2 C's, 2 C's, and an E. 2 C's, 2 C's, 2 C's, and a D. 2 C's, 2 C's, 2 C's, and an E. And then this last line is totally different. It starts with G in your right hand, down to G in your left hand, and then we're going to come down the rest of the C 5-finger scale to go F, E, D, C. Okay, so let's look at the rhythm now. The first thing I want to point out is that there are ties at the end of every line. So remember, a tie joins together 2 of the same note to make it last longer. So we play it here and we hold it for the rest of the time. We do not play it again when it comes again. The tie is like our musical plus sign. So this tie right here for this E, we hold this E for 5 beats. Let's take a look at the next tie at the end of the second line. We're tied here on D. How many beats do we hold this tie for? 5. Let's look at the next line. We have this E here. How many beats do we hold that for? 5. Are you seeing the pattern? And this last C gets held for 5 beats. Okay, so we're going to sing this and clap it. Here we go. Early in the evening when the sun goes down, alley cats all gather at the edge of town. One cat sings soprano and the next sings bass. Tenor joins when he finds his place. So the main rhythm that we have is ta 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 ta. Okay, we're going to start from the beginning and we're going to play it all the way through for the first time This is sight reading, and one of the biggest things with sight reading is once we start, we don't stop no matter what. If we make a mistake, it's okay. We just keep on going until we get to the end. Another super important thing with sight reading is to set a slow and steady beat. So we're not going to play this as fast as I did in the demo. We're going to play it a little bit slower. I'm going to count into 4 and then we'll begin. The first notes are C and then we go straight to A. Okay, make sure your hands are ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, ta, E, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, ta, D, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, ta, E, 2, 3, 4, 5. G, G, lower G, G, G to F, F, A, D, C, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did you do the first time that you played that? Did you do well? We are going to play it again. You might notice at the end of the piece, there is a repeat sign, which means that we play it again. So we're going to make a second attempt to play this all the way through now. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. Just keep on playing the next note that you can pick up. Okay, get your hands ready and we'll start after I count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, C, E, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, C, D, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, C, E, 2, 3, 4, 5. G, 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 F, E, D, C, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. We have now played all the way through this 2 times. We're going to do it one more time, and this time we're going to play it just a teeny bit faster, and we're going to look at the dynamics. So in the very beginning here, you see a mezzo forte. So that means that we play it moderately loud. And that mezzo forte lasts all the way through the 2nd line and all the way through the 3rd line. But when we get to the 4th line, we're going to play forte. And that's all of the dynamics. So we're going to play through this one more time together, and then we are going to be done with the learning phase for this piece. Now, if you are still needing some more practice before you go on to practice it independently, you can always pause and you can go back and do it with me again. Okay, get your hands ready, and we are going to go a little faster this time. We are starting out mezzo forte, which is medium loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, C, E, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, C, D, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, C, A, G, C, C, A, G, C, C, E, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forte. G, 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 F, E, D, C, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great work today. Here's your practice plan to get very good at playing the Alley Cat Choir. You should play this piece 4 times a day. Each time you play it, you're going to focus on a different aspect of the song. The first time you play it, focus on playing all of the correct notes. The second time you play it, focus on playing the correct rhythms. The third time you play it, focus on playing the correct dynamics. And the final time, focus on putting all of those things together and putting in your best performance. You have reached the end of this video. Great work focusing on the sight playing, especially for Alley Cat Choir, and good luck in mastering this piece during your practice this week.